In a world that never hits the pause button, where the hustle is glorified and the grind never stops, it's no wonder that words like stress, anxiety, and burnout have become the background noise of all our lives. Welcome to the Self-Reflections podcast. I'm your host, Klaudia, and today we're diving deep into a topic that frankly impacts us all. You know, just this week, I found myself at a crossroads, a testament to the very essence of what we're unpacking today. My schedule was bursting at the seams, and there it was, looming over me, the pressure to deliver the perfect episode, polished and pristine. But at what cost? Midnight oil burnt, rest sacrificed, and that all too familiar shadow of burnout creeping in. So I made a choice that I advocate for, yet find challenging to apply to myself at times. I chose self-preservation over perfection, well-being over relentless pursuit. This episode, raw and unfiltered, is a product of that choice. It's a reminder to myself and to you that it's okay to step back, to reassess, and to prioritize our health above all. You see, stress, anxiety, and burnout don't discriminate. They weave through the lives of the best of us, disrupting, challenging, and testing all of our limits. Today, we're not just discussing these concepts academically, we're taking them head on through the lens of real-life experiences, including my own. We'll explore not just the what and the why, but the how to navigate, manage, and ideally prevent them from taking over our lives. So whether you're listening on your commute, during your workout, or as you wind down for the day, I invite you to join me on this journey. Let's unravel the complexities of stress, anxiety, and burnout together and arm ourselves with strategies for a healthier, more balanced life. Ready? Let's dive in. Stress, anxiety, and burnout, three terms we hear very often, yet their true essence and distinctions can sometimes blur in the chaos of our daily lives. Let's take a moment to unravel this trio to truly understand what they are, how they differ, and how they show up in our lives. Stress is like the body's alarm system. It's your physiological response to a challenge or demand. Imagine you're running late for an important meeting, your heart races, your palms sweat. Well, that's stress. It's not inherently bad. It's designed to protect and prepare you. But when stress becomes chronic, when the alarm keeps on sounding, that's when the trouble begins. Anxiety, on the other hand, is stress's shadowy counterpart. It's the anticipation of future threats, often accompanied by muscle tension, restlessness, and an inability to concentrate. Picture this. You've finished your meeting, but instead of relief, you're consumed by worries about what might go wrong next, what others thought of your presentation. Well, that's anxiety weaving its tricky web. And then there's burnout. Imagine a candle that's been burning at both ends. At first, it shines very brightly, but over time, the light dims until there's nothing left but smoke. Burnout is the result of prolonged stress and anxiety, characterized by emotional exhaustion, cynicism, and a sense of ineffectiveness. It's the teacher who no longer finds joy in their classes, the nurse who feels numb to their patients' pains. These conditions don't emerge in a vacuum. Common triggers include workload pressures, financial stress, relationship conflicts, and even our relentless pursuit of perfection. And I know what that feels like. They manifest in sleepless nights, short-tempered, withdrawal from loved ones, and a pervasive sense of being overwhelmed. Consider the last time you felt truly stressed. Was it due to an impending deadline? Or perhaps juggling work and home responsibilities? That tightening in your chest, the racing thoughts, that's stress making its presence known. And anxiety? It's the what ifs that haunt your quiet moments. in the scenarios that play out in your mind, painting a picture of doom from the smallest of uncertainties. Understanding these nuances is crucial. It allows us to recognize the signs, to know when it's time to seek help, and to understand that experiencing these feelings doesn't make us weak. It makes us human. As we move forward today, let's keep these definitions and examples in mind. They're just the first step in untangling the complex web of our mental well-being. Remember, recognizing the problem is the first step towards solving it, and you're not alone on this journey. To truly navigate the landscape of stress, anxiety, and burnout, we need to peer beneath the surface to the science that underpins our reactions to the world around us. Let's dive into the psychological and physiological aspects that orchestrate our responses to stress and anxiety. When faced with a stressor, be it a looming deadline or an unexpected bill, our body kicks into fight or flight mode. This primal response, orchestrated by the sympathetic nervous system, floods our body with adrenaline and cortisol, priming us for action. Your heart rate spikes, your breathing quickens, and your muscles tense. Your body is ready to confront the challenge head on. But what happens when stress becomes a constant companion? When the alarm never ceases? Well, chronic stress keeps the body in a perpetual state of alert, straining the system and leading to a plethora of health issues, ranging from headaches and insomnia to actual heart disease. It's like revving the car engine for too long. Eventually, the system overheats. Anxiety, while closely related to stress, adds another layer to this complex dance. It engages areas of the brain like the amygdala, known as the alarm center, and the prefrontal cortex, which helps us plan and analyze. Anxiety hijacks these systems, leading to an overestimation of threats and an underestimation of our own coping abilities, trapping us in a cycle of worry and apprehension. If stress and anxiety are the spark and flame, burnout is the wildfire. It's what results when we fail to pay attention to the early warning signs of chronic stress. Emotional exhaustion sets in, our passion and motivation dwindle, and we begin to detach from our work and personal lives. Our once vibrant flame of engagement and productivity is reduced to mere embers. This gradual progression from stress to burnout underscores the critical importance of early recognition and intervention. It's about noticing when the flame of stress is flickering way too intensely, when the warmth of engagement begins to wane, signaling it's time to take action, to seek support, and to implement strategies that safeguard our well-being. Understanding the science behind stress, anxiety, and burnout isn't just academic, it's a vital tool in our arsenal for mental wellness. By recognizing the signs and understanding the mechanisms at play, we empower ourselves to take proactive steps towards health, balance, and resilience. So as we continue this journey, remember knowledge is power. The more we know, the better equipped we are to navigate the challenges that lie ahead. As we peel back the layers of stress, anxiety, and burnout, it's the personal stories that bring these concepts to life. These are just not abstract terms, they're experiences that shape our lives, our decisions, and our paths to healing. I remember a time when the weight of my own expectations nearly crushed me. Launching self-reflections wasn't just about starting a practice, it was about realizing a vision for impacting lives. But with that vision came an immense pressure, a constant companion of stress and anxiety that whispered doubts and fears at every turn. The moment of realization for me came when joy started to feel like a distant memory, and my passion turned into a chore. It was like a significant wake-up call, a signal that it was time to pause, reflect, and seek balance. Then there was, let's call them joy, a name I've given to obviously protect their identity. Joy came to me feeling like they were on the brink of collapse, juggling the demands of a high-stress job and family commitments. Their story was a classic case of chronic stress evolving into burnout, where the once vibrant spark of ambition had dimmed to a flicker of exhaustion and disillusionment. The turning point for Joy was recognizing that their worth wasn't tied to their productivity, that it was okay to step back, to ask for help, and to prioritize self-care. These stories, mine and Joy's, are but two in a sea of countless narratives. What they share is a moment of realization, a point where the fog of stress and burnout begins to clear and the need for change becomes undeniable. It's in these moments that the journey towards healing truly begins. Seeking help, be it through therapy, support groups, or confiding in loved ones, is a pivotal step in the journey. It's about opening up, sharing your struggles, and allowing yourself to be vulnerable. This step, as daunting as it may seem, is where transformation takes root, where the path to recovery and resilience starts to unfold. If there's one thing I want you to take away from these stories, it's that you're not alone. Stress, anxiety, and burnout touch us all, but they don't define us. Our moments of realization, our decisions to seek help, and our steps towards recovery are testaments to our strength and our capacity to overcome. So whatever chapter of your story you're in, know that there is hope, there's help, and there's a way forward. And remember, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to prioritize you. Armed with understanding and personal insights, the next step is to explore strategies for managing stress and anxiety and navigating the path to burnout recovery. These aren't just theoretical concepts, they're practical, evidence-based approaches that can transform our relationship with stress and reignite our passion for life. Let's start with mindfulness. It's more than just a buzzword. It's a powerful tool for anchoring ourselves in the present, reducing the whirlwind of stress and anxiety. Simple practices like focused breathing, mindful walking, or even savoring your morning coffee without distractions can create pockets of peace in your day. The evidence? Studies have shown that mindfulness can significantly reduce symptoms of anxiety and stress, enhancing our overall well-being. Cognitive behavioral strategies are another cornerstone of managing stress and anxiety. It's about identifying those nagging, negative thoughts that fuel our stress and systematically challenging and replacing them with more balanced, positive ones. For instance, instead of thinking, "I'll never get all of this done," try replacing it with, "I'll tackle these tasks one step at a time." Research backs the effectiveness of these strategies in not only reducing stress and anxiety, but also in preventing relapse. Lifestyle adjustments actually play a crucial role too. Regular physical activity, well-balanced intake of nutrition, sufficient sleep, and engaging in hobbies can all act as buffers against stress and anxiety. It's about creating a lifestyle that supports your mental well-being and health, grounded in self-care and balance. When it comes to burnout recovery, the journey might be a bit longer, but it's equally achievable. It starts with recognizing and accepting your current state, followed by setting clear boundaries to protect your time and energy. Learning to say no, delegating tasks, and carving out time for rest and activities that rejuvenate you are pivotal steps. Support is indispensable in this journey. Whether it's confiding in friends, joining a support group, or seeking professional help, having a network to lean on can make all the difference. For many, therapy provides a safe space to unpack the layers of burnout, to explore underlying issues, and to develop personalized strategies for recovery. The path to managing stress and anxiety to recovering from burnout is as unique as you are. These strategies are tools in your toolkit, meant to be adapted to fit your needs, your lifestyle, and your journey. Remember, taking the first step, whether it's practicing mindfulness, adjusting your lifestyle, or reaching out for help, is a sign of strength, not weakness. You have the power to redefine your relationship with stress and to reignite the spark that burnout may have dimmed. It's a journey of small steps, of consistent effort, and of unwavering self-compassion. And it's a journey you don't have to walk alone. As we navigate through the ebbs and flows of life's challenges, the power of prevention and the fortitude of resilience cannot be overstated. It's not merely about weathering the storm, but about learning to dance in the rain to emerge not just unscathed, but stronger. Building psychological resilience is akin to fortifying a castle, layer by layer, to withstand the siege of stress and anxiety. It begins with cultivating a positive outlook, or at least a realistic one. Seeing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. Embrace flexibility, adapt to changes, and remember resilience is not about being stoic, but about finding ways to bounce back. One key strategy is to develop a strong support network. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. I always say elevate your company. Those who offer a listening ear and those who remind you of your strength when you forget. Another is to set realistic goals and take decisive steps towards achieving them, celebrating each small victory along the way. Preventing the escalation from stress to burnout requires vigilance and proactive measures. Regular self-check-ins are vital, and I've talked about them time and time again, hence the name self-reflections. Ask yourself, how am I really feeling? Am I overextending myself? Listen to your body and your mind. They often send early warning signals that we're headed towards burnout. It's whether or not we listen. Self-care is your shield in this battle. It's not selfish, it's actually essential. This means prioritizing sleep, nourishing your body with good, nutritious foods, staying active, and engaging in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Self-care is as much about saying no to undue stresses as it is about saying yes to your well-being. Creating a supportive environment, both personally and professionally, plays a crucial role in prevention. This might mean setting clear boundaries, advocating for your needs, and seeking changes that foster a healthier, more balanced life. Remember, the journey to resilience and prevention is ongoing. It's about making consistent choices that align with your well-being, about learning from each experience, and about gradually building on inner strength that can withstand life's pressures. You have the tools and the strength to not only prevent burnout, but to thrive in the face of adversity. I'm going to say that again. You have all the tools and all the strength to not only prevent burnout, but to thrive in the face of adversity. Let that sink in. Take it one day at a time, one step at a time, and trust your ability to grow and adapt. You are so much stronger than you think you are. And remember, you are not alone on this journey. As we draw this journey to a close, I hope our exploration of stress, anxiety, and burnout has not only enlightened, but empowered you. We've delved into the heart of these challenges, unraveling their complexities and arming ourselves with strategies for resilience and recovery. But the conversation doesn't end here. I invite you to take a moment to reflect on your own encounters with these formidable foes. How have they touched your life, shaped your experiences, and what steps have you taken to navigate through their turbulent waters? Comment below. I'd love to hear your stories, your victories, no matter how small, and the strategies that may have made a difference in your life. Share them all in the comments below or connect with us on social media. Your insights could be the beacon of hope for someone else grappling with the same challenges. Remember, seeking help, embracing self-care, and taking proactive steps towards managing stress and preventing burnout are signs of incredible strength, not weakness. It's in our most vulnerable moments that we often find our greatest sources of strength and opportunities for growth. If today's episode resonated with you, if it sparked a flame of recognition or a desire for change, don't hesitate to reach out for support. Whether it's a professional, a loved one, or a community like ours, you're not in this battle alone. If you found value in our time together, consider subscribing to our channel and don't forget to hit the like button. It helps us reach more people who might be in need of a little light in the darkness. And before we part ways, I leave you with this question to ponder and perhaps answer. What's one small change you've made in your life that significantly reduced your stress levels? Your answers could inspire a world of change for someone listening. Thank you for joining me on this ride, for opening your hearts and minds to the possibilities of healing and empowerment. Until next time, welcome to the Self Reflections Podcast. I'm your host, Klaudia. Take care of yourselves and remember, every step towards well-being, no matter how small, is a victory.